stop the taxi, you drop off the taxi, visit the cave, get in again, and they drive with you to every spot. But you will have time to get off and make photos, enjoy every attraction and everything. And also the drivers will explain you everything while they are driving. And they will give you time enough, and they will be waiting for you in every spot. And if you are wondering, well, Marina, can I do everything by walking? Well, you have two options, okay? I don't really recommend you to go by walking, but if you want to do it, you can do it. By walking, you have to pay 35 euros always, okay? But if you only want to see the monkeys, it will be between 2 hours, 2 hours, 30 minutes walking, only to see the monkeys. But if you want to see everything on the top by walking, you will need 5 hours walking, minimum. So you will spend the whole day walking, and to make everything walking, it's a really hard walking. It's very, very difficult. So it's up to you guys, but I don't really recommend you to do it. And what I was telling you is, if you are going to visit the top of the rock, do it now, as early as possible, because with the sun, the monkeys later will hide, and it will be more people later. So it is better to do it now, early in the morning, and then you spend these 2 hours to visit. If you do the taxi tours, you spend these 2 hours, 2 hours 30 minutes making these taxi tours that last between more or less 2 hours. You do the taxi tours, and then they will stop you in the town center. For the people that don't want to do the taxi tours, I explain now. You go to the to the tour center, the city center, and then you will find the Casemate Square. This is the main city center. In this square, you have a lot of restaurants, you have coffees, you have everything there. From there, you will find two main streets. One is Royal Street. In this street, you will find more restaurants and coffees. And the other one is Main Street. Main Street is where you have almost every shop and every store in the town. It is called Main Street also. Don't worry, I will show you the way when we are inside Gibraltar, and if you need indications, or if you need me to go with you, I will, don't worry. But it is one street all straight. The tour center of the city center is like 20 minutes walking to the border. You can also take a city bus, so don't worry. It's very, very easy to walk inside Gibraltar, to move inside Gibraltar. And this is more or less everything you can do there. Now, one thing important, you don't need to disconnect your phones. The roaming is free, okay? It works the same than in Spain. And I will send you in a few minutes a map that I did with every attraction you can visit in Gibraltar, with a little bit of information. And as I said, I will share more information during the day, and I will remember you the meeting point, meeting time, and I will tell you later if there are or not planes. So we are stopping now in a couple minutes, and we will meet again at 3:50 because we will leave at 4. So I need this 10 minutes to verify that you are all here, to recount and make a round call, okay? So we will meet in the same point where we are going to stop now. Please, at 3:50 in the same place where we will stop now, okay? I will tell again when we stop. And now, if you want, you can get ready your passport, IDs, everything, because as I told you, we are stopping in less than 5 minutes. Thank you. only have to pay this 50 euros, and everything is included on the tour.
And if we want to do the cable car, where do we buy the tickets?
On the cable car.
Okay, and that is in the city center?
No, it is farther than the city center, 40 minutes walk. So almost 1 hour. But I don't recommend the cable car because we will have to walk a lot there, and it is much expensive than the taxi tours, and you will waste a lot of time.
But it's possible to take a bus or something to the cable car?
Yes, you can take a bus, but 6 more euros, then
Yeah.
you have 55 and
Okay.
more time.
Yes, thank you.
From 7 o'clock in the morning till 12 o'clock at night, and in 1985 was fully open when Spain entered the European Union. So is this your first time in Gibraltar? Yeah. So Gibraltar is a British overseas territory for the United Kingdom. Military wise, the UK is in charge of defence of Gibraltar, but in Gibraltar we have our own government, we have our own parliaments, and we have our own bank. As we have our own bank, we have our own sterling. It's the same value as a UK sterling, but it's only valid in Gibraltar, so we always have a currency spinning around. In Gibraltar, we speak bilingual. We speak English and Spanish. My first language is English, my second language is Spanish. Where we're driving through now, we're driving underneath the runway. Back a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, the only way in, only way out was through the actual runway of Gibraltar. Now we go underneath the runway so the traffic doesn't get stopped. The flow of traffic stays on. So we're coming out on the east side of the rock. We've got some houses over here. These are affordable houses, 50-50. 50-50 is that these are new properties for the young generation that stays in Gibraltar. They want us to stay. These buildings, all right, properties in Gibraltar starts at £300,000. All right, so these properties are 50-50, 100%, 50% mine, 50% the government's. So from £300,000, I pay 150, and the government pays for the other 150. We're gonna make our way through the northern sides of the rock. We're gonna start making our way up to the first stop. That is the Pillars of Hercules. Okay. So all this on your left hand side is all the gravel left over from many years of construction. All right. All this is the Mediterranean Sea on your left. We're going to have a new marina being built, a £90 million marina. All these rocks is to do the landscape. So all this rock, they put it out and they start filling. So now when we stop at the Pillars of Hercules, we're going to have a beautiful view of the African coastline. All right, you can see Morocco at 24 kilometers. petrol, anything, they'll do it on the Bay of Gibraltar where no taxes are paid. You just pay for the service launch. So these are the defense walls of Gibraltar, all right, that goes from the city to the southern tip. And on your left hand side, we have all the Toyota Land Cruisers. All right, these cars have been sent from Japan and stayed here. They're here as if they're in Japan, all right? And from here, they ship them out all around the world, all right? So these cars are here and they get ready for any cars get sold in the US, military cars in the US, the African coastline, Ghana, anywhere in Africa, all right? These cars are not European cars, all right? So anywhere else you can buy them. So let's say the Red Cross is there's a hurricane and it breaks a lot of towns, no? And they need cars. They send them. Ukraine with the war, they need ambulance. They prepare the ambulance here and they ship them over. So they have big garages here that they prepare the cars for any scenarios, even bulletproof windows, everything. So basically they're all here as is in Japan, and then when they need it, they ship them out. Gibraltar ships export cars. All right, apart from Toyotas, you can they export Range Rovers, Land Rovers, Lamborghinis, anything you want. In Gibraltar, there is a lot of hypercars, supercars, all right, that they're 6 months in, 6 months out. 6 months in Gibraltar, 6 months out, and you don't pay taxes. So we're reaching here to the Pillars of Hercules, where we're going to have our first stop. I'm going to get your tickets. The Pillars of Hercules are the Mos Calpe, that is the Rock of Gibraltar, and Mountain Musa, that is the Morocco coastline. Between Gibraltar and Morocco, there's 24 kilometers and marks the entrance to the Mediterranean. So on your left hand side, you have the Mediterranean, and to your right hand side, you got the Atlantic. And 24 kilometers south is the coast of Africa. went to
I feel like a foster here in the middle.
we didn't go to I wanted to go to the London Tower.
Yeah.
We went to what's the church? They was get like the kings. I'll be something. And they are called the kings very shit. School there is one, I think.
But no, the London Dungeon is fun, and there's another one that is like the London Bridge. No, but it's not the bridge. It's like it's an experience as well.
Okay, so next photo.
Speriamo, invece se della fine. Sì, come ti pare.
Palma fattit li fit-tix ta' tiflet. Fattit li l-buxa. Ħabba l-microwave, għal-istafiċ.
The Great Siege Tunnel, first in Brescia. An Anglo-Dutch force under the command of Admiral Sir George Rooke captured Gibraltar in 1704 as part of the War of Spanish Succession. After the war ended, the Treaty of Utrecht in 1713 ceded Gibraltar to Great Britain in perpetuity. Towards the end of the 18th century, Britain's military power had become severely weakened through fighting the American War of Independence. Realizing this, Spain declared war on Britain in June 1779 with the main intention of regaining Gibraltar.
Immaginate me si giuravano dal canone. Sì. Ci si giuravano dal canone, per la gente spara. Che fa tardi in giornata? Ci si giurava la loro.
Quando si accorsero che sarebbe stato anche un'ottima ubicazione per i cannoni, modificarono il loro piano originale, che era quello di montare un cannone in cima a The Notch, e decisero invece di posizionarli lungo l'intero tunnel. Probabilmente perché l'ubicazione del cannone in questo punto non fu pianificata, e avendo per puro caso, è l'unico posto